Good morning and welcome to Enterkine. For those of you who don't know me, and I don't think there are many, I'm Norman Geddes, Executive Chairman of the elite Ayrshire Business Circle and Senior Director of Fraser Coogan's Commercial Solicitors. I'm really delighted to welcome you to Enterkine this morning. Don't we come to all the best places with the Business Circle? We've been to some very special places over the years, and this is no exception. And it's one of the fascinating things of Ayrshire that we have these hidden gems tucked away. And I'm sure that after you've been here today, you'll come back many times. We've had a splendid breakfast, and I can assure you that the rest of the food here is equally splendid. I've been fortunate to be involved with Oswald Brown, the owner, from the outset of this wonderful place. Over 13 years ago, Oswald took the plunge and bought Enterkine, and has spent all of these years making it the special place that it is just now. And he's become a very good friend, and we've had some good fun over the years, both here and on the golf course. The only thing I have to say is he's a much better golfer than me, but he does enjoy coming to Ayrshire for our wonderful courses here. It's also very special this morning to welcome quite a few new members, and indeed some very prominent local companies and businesses. We have 6 new members, and we're going to hear from most of them this morning. Apart from Enterkine itself, which we're delighted to welcome, we also have the University of West of Scotland as members, which is fantastic. Santander Bank, Graham and Sibbald Chartered Surveyors, Halo Communications, and Clyde Media. And I think that's probably the best intake at a meeting that we've had. And as you can hear from the names, some very prominent companies, and we're delighted to have them join us. We're going to hear, just to give you an idea of the morning, we're going to hear from Enterkine a little bit about what they do here. And at the end, there is the opportunity for a tour, which I'm sure you'll all wish to take up. It really is worth seeing. We're also going to hear from Clyde Media, who are going to do a presentation on video content for business websites. And in between them, we'll have a short word from the University of the West of Scotland, Graham and Sibbald, and Halo Communications about their businesses. So thank you all very much for coming. First of all, I'm going to ask Angela Trimble, manager at Enterkine, to tell us a bit about Enterkine.
So welcome to Enterkine. Don't really haven't been here before. It was lovely to hear someone at the table over here say it's quite easy to get to. That is our big problem. People say, where are you? It's actually, once you know how to get to us, it is easy. 3 different routes to come up to Sunny Ann Bank. Views are spectacular. We're a little jewel, as Norman says. Hotel, open all day, every day. We will show you some bedrooms. We've got 6 bedrooms in the main house. We have some accommodation down in Kirkhouse, cottage style rooms. We have a very quirky wooden lodge at the front. We have a magnificent marquee, which is open. It's actually set for a 60th birthday and a 30th birthday on Saturday, so it's a black and white theme. That's open to go and have a look. That is a multifunctional marquee. It's heated, it is permanent. I think people wander in and think, oh, it's quite warm. It is a permanent marquee. It's been at 5 years. Touch wood, has never blown away, and it's used for everything from presentations, 21st, 40th, 60th, weddings, any celebration. So please have a wander down there if you'd like to have a look. We have the main restaurant. This is the restaurant area we're in. This can be taken over exclusive use. It sounds very grand, but because we're small, we can accommodate people just privately. Exclusive use is probably 30 people minimum, takes up to 70. We do really like to take some accommodation if you are exclusive use, maybe the 6 rooms in the house, and it's lovely. It means we look after you like a house, nobody else wandering around. There's a lovely garden room down below. It is set for a wedding ceremony, so apologies, Karen's probably cringing because it should be set for a boardroom. So there's a replica room down below here that goes into the gardens. Fabulous for a small board meeting. In your wee bags you've got one saying board meeting as in B-O-R-E-D. sorry ladies, aimed at men that want to sort of squeeze in a game of golf with a board meeting and sort of put it through business. There's a nice little bit in your bag there. It's a lovely room downstairs. Again, it can be multifunctional. It can be used for board meetings, it can be used for ceremonies, it can be used for celebration family dues. Enterkine is very versatile. I think everything's were quite small, but actually there's lots of different parts that can look after lots of different occasions. We are an occasion place. There's also a private dining room, which is the original dining room from the house. It's laid out for a small party tonight. Just have a wander through. There's a lovely library. You can't go in there because my residents are in there for breakfast. I had to sort of pop them in there for breakfast. So it's a beautiful library that adjoins the private dining room, but they're having breakfast at the moment in there. But enjoy your day. Sorry? Have a pop in. Say good morning anyway for saying hello to them. Thank you for coming for Enterkine. Please, we'll follow up with some information for you. We are here. Hopefully you know where we are from now on. Just let you know there are 3 routes, because I'm a great believer of putting your head where to get to us. You can come up from the Dobies roundabout, because this way you know where we are. Dobies roundabout, you can go up past the cattle market, take a left to Ann Bank, go through the one street really is Ann Bank, the bottom take a right and that's Enterkine. You can come up the Orcan Crewe roundabout, Mossblown, take a right, or the Sandford Toll and come up that way. So really it's 3 different ways from Lower Ayr, I call some Middle Prestwick Ayr, and Troon and Prestwick. So really it's easy to get to. Once you know how to get to us, huge car park down below the marquee, so massive car parking. Please spread the word, but thank you very much for joining us today.
The signage was good.
Thank you. South Ayrshire Council gave us good. I mean, the signage on the A70, I think people go past it not realising what it is. Thank you. Thank you. But enjoy breakfast and enjoy the rest of the presentations. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, Angela. I can vouch for the private dining room, I'm pleased to say it. I attended a couple of events there. If you have 10 or 12 people, that sort of number, it's very nice because you have your own private room, wonderful food. And one thing they haven't said yet, it's one of the few venues where you can come and enjoy wines produced by one of the directors, because Edwin has his own vineyard in South Africa. And there are some very splendid wines available here, so, which are highly recommended. Now, as I said, we've got a few new members, and I'd like them, if they will, just to say a quick word about what they do, starting off with the University of the West of Scotland, if we can.
Yeah, I'm Ben Sweeney, and I come from the business school at the university. I teach marketing, so it's a marketing group that I've decided to become members rather than the whole university, but I represent the university. The reason we are joining is because the university wants to reach out to the business community. We have a main campus in Paisley, we have a campus in Hamilton and Dumfries, but we have a campus in Ayr which a lot of people don't know about. A lot of you guys maybe didn't know we were there. The campus has been in Ayr for a good many years, but it's a new building. It's only been up 2 years ago, so a lot of wonderful facilities. But as I say, we want to reach out to the business community. There's lots of things that we can do for you, whether it's in marketing, social media marketing, anything we do in the business school, accounts, economics, law, whatever. We can reach out to other departments and schools within the university, engineering, science, education, creative industries. All of these are schools which you might be able to interact with depending on your sector. But maybe what's more important is what we can learn from you. I mean, we're going into classes and we're teaching the youngsters. So the more we can teach them about live businesses and Ayrshire businesses, companies they may have heard of, the more beneficial that experience is to them. But it's also good for us doing research, improving our teaching, writing papers and whatever, keeping up to date with all the changes that are happening. We're talking to WOMAC about changes in environmental waste management and so on, things going biomass, all these environmental changes are taking place. Businesses are affected by these all the time. Businesses are growing, are seeing these opportunities. We want to be able to harness all that knowledge and experience that you guys have and bring it into the classroom and use it in our teaching and our examinations and assessments and maybe student placements or guest speakers or whatever way we can interact. But one of the subjects I teach is innovation management, And what's important in there is the amount of networking which is necessary to learn from what other businesses are doing and how your suppliers can help you and your customers can help you, and partners and researchers and so on can help each business. But the networking bit and those open systems are what are important, and that's why it's important for the university to interact with the Ayrshire business community. Okay, so that's what we're about.
I'm pleased to say that the next speaker is a friend of long-standing too. I've known Graham and Sibbald, and in particular Fraser Lang, for many years. One of the prominent firms of chartered surveyors in Scotland and in Ayrshire, and I'm sure Fraser will enjoy telling us a little bit about what he's doing.
For those of you who don't know me, I'm Fraser Lang. I'm the partner in charge of Graham and Sibbald Chartered Surveyors in Ayrshire. Our Ayrshire base is in Kilmarnock, and from our office in Kilmarnock there, we cover the whole of Ayrshire, and also Dumfries and Galloway. Within the Ayrshire base of Graham and Sibbald, it's actually the largest firm of chartered surveyors in Ayrshire. At the current time, we've got a complement of 8 chartered surveyors in the office and 5 admin staff, covering everything right through from residential valuation, commercial valuation and agency, sales, lettings, management, rent reviews, lease renewals, development work. I've certainly over the years worked alongside Norman in a good number of transactions, and it's good to be back with at the Business Circle. Effectively, we market ourselves as the complete property service, so anything to do with property management, sale, letting, or just general advice, there's somebody there within my office that has that expertise. We have a few specialisms as well. Throughout the country we have 14 different offices, and we have specialisms including licensed trade department, petrol and forecourt services, planning, development, and a few others bespoke that we run from some of the central locations. But certainly if there's anything that anybody wants to speak about, anything on a general basis, more than happy to discuss it with you. Thanks very much.
Another that we've been doing some work with recently within the office has been Halo Communications. I think when it comes to technology, I'll leave it to them to explain what they do, because I'm useless at that sort of stuff. But Alan Moffat is going to tell us something about what they're up to.
Morning everyone, Alan Moffat, I'm the Managing Director of Halo Communications. Again, we're based in Kilmarnock as well, and we're a friend of Enterkine. It's been a customer of ours for some time. I'm actually a local boy. I know the area really well. Something that might have been missed was the fishing. I don't know if that's part of your remit, Oswald, but I've fished down there many a time. I wouldn't say always legally, but I've enjoyed it. It's been good, with some decent success, but not for a while. So that's behind me at the moment. So maybe that's something I'll do later on. Halo Communications, who are we? We're a BT wholesale provider. What does that mean? Basically, we provide the suite of BT services on a wholesale basis, but also we provide the local aspect. You know, BT as a company has outsourced a lot of stuff to India, Bangalore, etc., etc. It's very difficult to get good service delivered by BT locally, so we provide that at a wholesale price. So if you're looking for things like fibre broadband or any services that BT traditionally offer in terms of lines, but we also provide for hotels, etc. We provide systems, cabling, and solutions to integrate it with the back-end databases, etc. So we have an IT part of the business as well. So we've been long established. It was our 10th anniversary just about a week ago. I realise I'm getting videoed. We just actually finished a project with BBC, a third one, which was a film that they were sort of jointly funding. Not another happy ending, so hopefully this is a happy ending for Halo, and I get to meet some more of you and maybe do some business with you. Okie dokie, thank you very much.
Good. We also are very pleased to have Clyde Media here, and as you may have guessed, some of us are being videoed. I hope they got all of you beforehand, and I hope they certainly viewed the wonderful scenery from here. And Robert Jacobs of Clyde Media is going to tell us something about the business. Thank you, Robert.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Clyde Media provides corporate sector with a portal to communicate with your customers and your employees and anybody else that needs to know about your business. One of the first questions I would like to ask you is, anybody here got too many customers? No, I didn't think you would say that, but it's amazing, having gone to some events, that you turn up, people say to you, what do you do? Oh, I make corporate videos. Oh, so what's your interest here? And that event happened to be a tourism board. And they couldn't understand why a video company would be interested in turning up and having a stand and talking to people that were in tourism. So that's my first question. The second question is, does anybody have video on their website? Do you know that Google own YouTube? And YouTube is now the second biggest social media site after Facebook. And what Google do now is they rank your website according to how much video and photography you have on board. So that people doing a keyword search, the chances of you having your website on the first page is a 53% chance. And all you have to do is maybe a 15-second elevator speech telling you about your company, tie it into YouTube, embed it in your website, and hey presto, your rankings on your website start rising. So some of the other things that we can do is training videos. Companies have health and safety issues. Maybe a construction site where you have visitors coming in that are unaware of the safety issues that are about. We do staged videos. The people see the video prior to them going into a risk area. They become aware of the risks, and then they can be taken on site without any further issues. We also do export marketing as well, people exporting abroad. You have to send people out with the help of the SDI, make arrangements prior to getting there. It's very expensive. The other thing that we can do is make a video of your product, your service, and then have it voiced over in the language that you require to the client at the other end. And that saves you having to arrange flights and all the expense of the hotels and the meetings, and not having to stay away from your work. So basically that's the kind of things that Clyde Media do for you, and we'd be very interested in helping any of the companies that are here.
That falls to me to give the Business Circle a little plug, since you've all been good enough to come along and since we have quite a few new members, as well as bringing you to wonderful places like this and giving you opportunity to meet all these special people who come to our events. We also provide a service to members in terms of promotion, online promotion in particular, and I would urge you to have in mind any stories that you wish to promote about your business. If you give them to Murdoch, then you're in the fortunate position of having a professional business journalist who will buff up your story, put in the photographs, perhaps even video if you wish, and make it look very special before publishing it online. As you will all know, Murdoch MacDonald is the Managing Director of the elite Ayrshire Business Circle and does a lot of sterling work in promoting all of the members. We run the online business magazine Ayrshire Scotland BusinessNews.com, which is there to promote all of the members and indeed to promote Ayrshire and Scotland to the wider world. And one of the fascinating things is just how many people from around the world do look at the business site online. Murdoch has figures which he can provide to you, and he regularly updates me, but there are thousands of people from Russia, China, America, and all over the world, and we have the records of where the hits come from. So obviously a lot of our business that we're looking for does come from Ayrshire and Scotland, but it's fascinating to know that we have that opportunity to reach the whole world through the web. So the point is, you know what's the news about your business. There must always be information that you can provide, things that are happening within the company, business developments, things you want to promote, and Murdoch is there to put it out online for you. He will also then circulate it around all the members and all the many friends that we have. And search engine optimization was mentioned by Robert. That is really one of Murdoch's fortes. He has a special technique for publishing these stories and articles where he will do it in a way that will help the search engine optimization. And it really has been shown to work very well. So please think up your stories, keep them busy, and let's generate some business for you. I think it now falls to me to give our thanks. Thanks, I think, first of all to Murdoch for organising everything so well, as he always does, and for encouraging you all to come along. Special thanks to Enterkine, such a wonderful place to be. And thanks to Edwin and to Oswald for coming along and welcoming us here and providing this wonderful fair. Thanks to Angela and to all her team for looking after us so well this morning. And as she indicated, there is a guided tour of all of the facilities here available. And the only catch is that once you've seen all of that, you won't want to go home. So thank you all very much.